No.
All righty. Okay, guys, welcome to the FitFam Network call. I'm super excited. I feel very honored, actually, that I was asked to host the call. It's kind of surreal for me that I'm running this call. I was a guest speaker only once in the almost 3 years that I've been a coach, and it was after my very first summit because they wanted me to give feedback on how my summit was and my summit experience was for me. And the entire time I spoke on the call, I think I was like Speedy Gonzalez. So it's a good thing that I've done a few of my own calls for my team because I'm a lot more relaxed when I do them now. So I promise I won't speak very fast. I want to go ahead and turn my screen share on here so I can get the slides going for you guys. Let's see. Everybody, thumbs up. Can you see my screen where it says Fit Family? Awesome sauce. Okay, good. Okay, so I wanted to kind of do a call to help everyone, whether you're a new coach on the call, a seasoned coach for years, about how this is your business. It's nobody else's. It's not your uplines. It's not your coaches below you. It is yours. It's not your spouse's. It's not anybody's. It's just your business. And a lot of times we need that little refresher and that reminder of the mindset that we need to have and where we need to place ourselves in order to make it our own. So the first slide and things that I would like to talk about is what we need to stop doing. And me, myself, I am at fault for some of these too. So I had a lot of fun putting this call together because it was an eye-opener for myself as well. But things that we need to stop doing is we need to stop making excuses. If our business is not where we want it to be, it's nobody else's fault but our own. We're the ones that set our schedule. We're the ones that either push ourselves or hold ourselves back, and we should be holding ourselves accountable. It's great to have success partners. I really do believe in having that. I think it's great to have somebody to bounce back and forth and to keep you motivated with, okay, I got this done today. Okay, I got this done today. Where are you? I think that's great. But you can't make the excuse of, I didn't hear from my success partner today, so that's why I didn't get all my work done. We need to hold ourselves accountable for our own actions with our own business. We also need to stop waiting. And what I mean by stop waiting is stop waiting for things to be handed to you. If this is something that you truly, truly want, your why has to be deep enough. And if you truly want to, whether your why is to be home with your children and be more present for your family, or to be able to have that six-figure income so you can enjoy and do whatever you want to do with your family without worrying about if you can still get the bills paid, you need to go after what you want. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what you need to do or for somebody to tell you where to go and find the answers. Want it bad enough that you're out there searching for it. You're not waiting for somebody else. You're out there, you're getting information, you're searching for the answers, no matter where you have to find them, because you don't want to wait. You don't want to wait. That's just like, for me, waiting. I am such a instant gratification person. I hate waiting for anything. I think that's why I'm so crazy with I want to answer people's messages back right away because I hate waiting. I feel like everybody's like that. So if there's something you want to know or something you need to get, don't wait for somebody to find it for you. Go find it for yourself. One thing which is my big hiccup, which I've finally gotten better about, is stop comparing. Your business, maybe you started the same time as someone else. So it's hard not to compare with somebody that's at the same exact time frame of their business that you're at. But they might not have a full-time job, so they're able to work Beachbody full-time. So you can't compare where they are in rank to where you are in rank. It's totally different. You're two totally different people with two totally different groups of people that you're talking to with two totally different personalities. So comparing yourself and your business to somebody else and their business, it's going to do nothing but hold you back completely because all you're going to be focused on is where they're at. So you're going to be focused on their success. You're going to be focused on where they're going with their business. So your mindset's on them and their business, not in you and your own. So if you just focus straight ahead, keep the blinders on, and focus on yourself and your dreams and where you want your business to go, you're going to get there. Another thing we need to stop doing is trying to be like others. It's good to follow other top coaches. I know some people had said, follow top coaches. Some other people say don't. I like to, because I like to see how they plug and how they do their little breadcrumbs of, you know, posting about the business or posting about little things without seeming salesy or things like that. So it's great to follow them, in my eyes, to get ideas. But when you get those ideas, you need to take those ideas and make them you. This is something like Bonnie was talking about it at the Super Saturday I went to in Miami, and she was showing different posts on her view and where she took her idea of her post from and how she made it her own. Because if you are just like that person, people are going to know it's not you. And then, okay, say you're posting constantly like whatever coach you might be following, and you're posting just like them and you're doing everything just like them. Well, then you bring this person on board to your team, you start talking to them every day, and all of a sudden they're like, well, who's this person? This isn't the person that I watched post for the last 3 months. You're talk totally different. You need to be you, and you need to be authentic. So we definitely need to stop with the excuses, the comparing, the waiting game, and being like everybody else. What we need to do is be more like yourself. You need to bring yourself into it. This is something that after going to the last Super Saturday, I had already started doing a little bit more, bringing a little bit more of the goofy me that everybody knows into my posts. I always tried to be more serious when I was doing Beachbody stuff, you know, and it wasn't really me. So I started bringing the goofy side, like my video last night with me and my husband doing our workout as we're punching each other, doing T-jacks and stuff. It's like, that's me. I'm just a big goofball. So I started bringing more of that into myself and into my posts. And I found, I'm assuming it's from that, but things just seem to flow a little bit better. But one excuse that I know is a big thing is uplines. And our upline can't be our excuse. Some of us have uplines that, you know, they work the business, but maybe they just lack that leadership skill and they don't know how to teach us. They don't know how to duplicate their actions, and they don't know how to help us. They just know how to say, you need to do this, 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 and this, but they don't know how to tell you to do those things. Some of us, like Lindsay Matway, she was given to an upline that didn't even work the business. So she had to figure it out all by herself. And she did so because she wanted it. She did so because she had the drive. She knew her why, and her why was deep, what she wanted to do for her family and to get out of debt. So it didn't matter if she had an upline or not. She was focused, and she was going to get it done because she wanted it. She wasn't making the excuses. But some of us can have uplines that what I call mother hens. They do everything for you, which is great because they're so helpful and they're helping you get everything that you need. But if you think about it, they're not leading you to where they're teaching you how to duplicate what they do to where you can learn how to duplicate that to your team, and it trickles down. So then you don't know where to find things. You don't know how to get the information you need. So then when your team's asking you questions, you don't know how to lead them. So it's like a fine line. You can either not have enough or have way too much. So you can't always lean on your upline. You have to make this, it's your business. Your upline might do something totally different than how you do it. It's great to use our uplines as a guide, you know, especially when you have a great leader. You want to lead like them. You want to learn from them as much as you can. But we have to remember that this is our business. So it's your team. You're the CEO of your business. It's your team. So if you want to do things differently, it's okay. I remember when I first started, I didn't think it was okay to do things different. I thought I had to post it like other people, and I thought I had to do things a certain way with my team. But as you progress a little more and you realize you have to even bring you into your team. So do things with your team that you want to do. And another thing, oh, I love hearing kids. Whoever's baby that was super cute. Another thing that's a big deal.
You can block me if you want. Block my thing because I have the baby here if you want.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll mute it. That's okay. I muted it for you, Kathy. But it was cute to hear the baby. A big thing in our businesses is leadership when you're starting to grow your team. But for me, and the way that I see it is you should not wait for you to have a team to be in the leadership role. There are so many ways that you can put yourself in that leadership role from the get-go before you have any other coaches. When you're speaking to people, you want them to think you have a team. You want them to be a part of the team. So you don't have to wait to have your own coaches to do, you know, recognition and stuff like that. You can recognize people that are right on this call tonight. You can, if you know, you see a coach that posted something awesome, recognize them for it, a job well done, or somebody that post in the team page that they hit Success Club for their first time. Recognize them and let yourself be seen in that leadership role. There's no reason to wait until you have your own coaches. We're all a complete family here. So, I mean, how awesome is it when somebody gives you a shout out, especially when it's somebody you don't expect it from? It's a very great feeling to get that, you know, pat on the back or the job well done from coaches that, you know, aren't your upline or coaches below you. It's a great feeling. So you don't have to wait. There's no reason to wait. Make yourself a leader from the get-go. I had some notes here. I took lots of notes. Another thing with leadership is, I know we talk a lot about like branding yourself and how to get your brand, and that's been a big thing that we've talked about. But there's so many ways to get your story out there and to just start being you, being consistent with your videos, with team culture. Like a great way to do team stuff is when you go on calls and stuff like this, is to post about your calls. It's a great way to do like a business post. Things like that, when you're being consistently yourself and you're posting your journey, you're posting your life, you don't realize it, but you are doing your brand right there. You're starting to brand yourself. This is something that I had my aha moment with at Winter Summit. They were all talking about branding, and Jennifer Greenberg was talking about her Police Wives Academy. And I was just like, I have nothing to brand. What am I going to brand? Like, okay, I was a dancer, but, you know, can't brand that really. And I'm a mom. And, you know, I kept thinking and thinking. And then Amy, one of my PS coaches, was like, you've already branded yourself. You've had Coach Tanya's Minute for like a year, where you post these 1-minute workout videos where you're there like Shanti and all these other people. And I didn't even realize it. So you're already branding yourself. You're already getting your story out there. Don't focus so much on what your brand's going to be. Focus more on being you, being consistent with your posts, being consistent with who you are. The brand will come. You don't need to know your brand right away. That will come. But leadership is a big thing, and you don't need to wait to have a team in order for that. When you're posting social media, again, have to be authentic and have to be yourself. People already know who you are. So when you're not yourself, that can be a turnoff to some people. And those are the people that probably won't want to follow you anymore, or the people that you hear crickets when you send them a personal invite or a personal message. So you need to stick to who you are. And the people that don't like who you truly are, that's not your tribe. Those aren't the people that you want to join your team anyways, because they're not going to be your team culture. Like attracts like. So you want to attract your team culture. One thing that I did want to talk about with posting, for a lot of the newer coaches that are on the call, I know we talk a lot about invite. And one thing when I was a new coach, I always said, oh, well, I posted about my challenge group and I did one big mass invite and I posted about my challenge group on Facebook. I considered that an invite, and it's not, because half your people, probably 1% of the people that are your friends are even seeing what you're posting every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, however often you post. Probably 1% of them are even seeing it. So you could post that and only a few of your friends are going to see it. So you're really only inviting those few people. You have to continue to post. I was always fearful of, if I posted every day or every other day, it's going to make people annoyed because I already posted it this week. They probably didn't even see it. So even if you're posting, you need to make sure you're reaching out privately. Send them a private message. Chat on their personal page, however you need to get in touch with them. But make sure that you're not just considering that you posted about your challenge group being your invite. You need to make sure that you're speaking to them privately And same thing, when you're speaking to them privately, be you. If you want, send them a voice memo. That's like my new way of chatting with people through Facebook is voice memoing. I don't know if you all know how to do it, but if you're in your messages at the right above, or actually it's right below where you would text the words, there's a little microphone. If you tap that microphone, a little red button pops up. You press and hold that button, you can talk for a minute. It'll cut you off after a minute. I get such great feedback from that. And sometimes on Fridays, I'll just send messages like, hey, I just want to say happy Friday to tell you to have a great weekend. But for them to hear your voice, or when you're talking to them about a challenge group and sending them a personal invite, think how you would like it. If you got a voice memo and you heard their passion and you heard how excited they were to invite you to it, you'll get a little bit more feedback on it. So try the video message, but just make it personal. Make sure that it is you and you're authentic. Okay, so the little bit of tough love that I've been giving. The main purpose of this whole call was to be an eye-opener for everybody that we need to take control of our own destiny. We want it, we need to go get it. Not waiting for somebody to chauffeur us around. You know, if you want to go to the store, aren't you the one that wanted to drive yourself there? Because you know exactly what store you want to go to, what you need to go in and get, and then you want to get out of there. You don't want someone else driving you because you don't even know if you're going to get there at the time you want to get there, or even if they're going to bring you to the right destination. So instead of waiting to be chauffeured around, hop in the driver's seat, put your hands on the wheel, and drive yourself and take yourself to the destination that you want to be, because only you can do it. Us as uplines, we can give you the tools, but we can't get you there. We can give you the tools, and if you want it bad enough, you're going to get yourself there. You're going to do the things that you need to do to get yourself there. And this saying that I have on the bottom is one of my favorite sayings that I put on a lot of like my pictures and stuff, is to create a life that you don't have to escape. My why is my family, of course, like everybody else's, but mine goes a little deeper than that. I don't know how many of you know my story, but 6 years ago, got divorced. I was a stay-at-home mom with no income, and I was left with absolutely nothing. I had a car that didn't work very well, and I drove myself an hour, lived with my parents for months, had to pick myself up, you know, in my 30s, find a job. I felt like I was a high school student starting my life, and I had 2 little kids. And I will never, ever be back in that position again. That's my why. That's what drives me to push myself and take control of my own destiny and work my butt off to make sure I'm never in that financial situation again, and I never have to rely on somebody maybe giving me $20 for gas so I can drive his children around. So your why has to be deep enough to get you to create that life that you never have to escape, and you never work a day in your life because you totally enjoy what you're doing. So you guys really just need to take control. If it's something you want, you need to take it and run with it and do whatever you think. And it's trial and error. Don't worry about, oh, if I post this and it sounds stupid, who cares? At least you're trying, and at least you're putting in the effort, and nobody can tell you that you're wrong for that. And anything you do isn't wrong. There might be a little bit of a better way to do it, but you're getting the information out there, and that's all that matters, is reaching out and trying to help people. So that's really all that I have for you guys tonight. I like to make my calls short and sweet. I don't like to take up too much of everybody's time, but I did put a call to action together for tonight. I wanted everybody to really sit down and think and post in the team page what steps you feel that you need to take, or that you're going to take ownership in your own business, to get you to that main goal that you want. Whether it's, I'm reaching for diamond right now, and it's so close I can taste it. But you know that you have to be open with yourself for this call to action, and you have to dig deep, and you have to be honest with yourself and know what you need to do, and know where you're lacking and the things that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, and post in the team page so we can all help each other. And help hold each other accountable a little bit. Like mine is to not compare so much, which I've been getting better at, so thumbs up. But, it's hard to not compare yourself to other people. You see these other people and they're doing so great, and they're hitting this and they're hitting that, and you could just, it's right here in your reach, and you just want it so bad, so it's hard. to not compare yourself, but you have to remember that, you know, not everybody puts their whole life on social media. So you only see what they're posting. So to compare yourself, it's like comparing apples and oranges. You don't really know them 100%, so you can't really compare. You know yourself 100%, and you know how much effort you put in, but you don't know really what they're doing and really how happy they truly are. So just compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and just try to be better of who you were yesterday instead of comparing to other people. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing everybody's posts on what steps that they want to take ownership. Like, what are you going to do to take ownership? Maybe instead of asking someone the question, you're going to go search for the answer first. And then if you can't find the answer, you'll reach out and ask someone. Because believe it or not, at least for me, the way that I am as a learner, if I go out there and search for the answer, I'm more likely to remember the answer to that question than I am if I just asked someone and they told me, because I didn't put a lot of effort into getting that answer. So if I had to go on and Google it or go on the FAQ in the back office for coaches and go in and search it and find the answer, I don't remember it as well. So it's a little feel of accomplishment too when you find your own answer to your question and you didn't need someone's help to get it done. So that's what I have for you guys. I don't know if anybody has any questions or anything that they wanted to chat about. I always open up the end of my calls with a little chat session if anybody had any questions. Everyone's good? Hi, Nicole. I just saw your face on there. Okay. As long as, whose grandbaby's is that? You,
I have a
Kathy?
question.
Yes.
2 calls ago, you said you're going to post how to put the a link to your like page from your regular page. I didn't see that. Did I miss it or?
I did post it, but I can post it again for you. I did it.
Okay. I must have
I'll post
just.
it and I'll tag you in it.
Thank you, because
You're welcome.
who knows?
I can actually, you know what? I can go back and share my screen real quick, and I could show you too.
Okay.
Hold on one second. I'll go onto my Facebook, and I could show you real quick, but then I'll post the video too in case you need to like go back and look at it. But while I have you on here, let me go back to my screen share here. Can you see my Facebook? Yeah? Okay. Let me go here. Okay. So it's going to show up right in here on your Facebook. You see when you hover over, you get the little edit pencil. If you click that, this whole screen pops up where you can edit your information. So on the bottom, you'll do update your information. And right here, add workplace. If you start typing your like page, that's how you add it. And then you just click right here. You put what position you want to put, whether it's founder, CEO, health and fitness coach, whatever you want to title your position. And you can even put like a little description. And then once you save it, it'll pop up right here. So that's like the first thing they see when they look on it, whether they're on the desktop or they're on mobile. It'll see right here. And then that way it's super easy. They see, oh, let's see where she works. They just click right there and it takes them right to your like page. So they don't have to go in and actually type in and search for your like page. They can get it right from your screen. So
Cool.
it kind of links the two together. You're welcome. Did anybody else have any questions? I was trying to make it not like crazy tough love, but I just had that message that I wanted to send. So if anybody took it as crazy tough love, I'm sorry, but it was just something that I felt I wanted to talk about to everybody, because I know at times those are the things that tend to be the hardest when you're trying to be you and you're trying to start a business and you're trying to do all these things and then you're also trying to build your business and build a team. You know, it makes it difficult. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little motivation and a little eye-opener that this is yours. So if you want it, you got to go get it.
I think you had some incredible, great points. And, you know, I think sometimes it's good for us to hear a
Mhm.
little bit of tough love because we always don't get that. And so I thought it was great. And I thought you had some great pointers, and especially for new coaches as well, to hear a lot of the points that you had. So I thought it was a great call, Tanya. I'm very
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank you. And my daughter made the slides. Didn't they come out great? I hired her as my Beachbody assistant. So she works for me over the summer. She'll work every other week, but right now it's just whenever I have her, she helps me with little things, and she put the slides together. I kind of sat next to her and told her what each slide I was going to talk about, and she put everything on the slides for me. So I thought she did a good job. So it was a mother-daughter effort for the call tonight. So anybody else have any other questions for me, or anything that you wanted to bring up to talk about, or anything you might be having a hard time with that you just need help from the team? Everybody's good?
Yeah, Tanya, I just wanted to ask, Nicole, was that you that did that card for the week of what you got to do on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
That was Jen Greenberg had posted.
Mm-hmm.
You mean of what to post?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jen Greenberg. We did it last week, and then we started.
It's awesome because
doing
I'm
it
the worst at organization. It's awesome.
today. So yeah, and I've encouraged my team, and I know I believe Sue Erickson and Tracy Olson did it every day last week, and I know they did it today. And it's great if you guys want to share yours in the FitFam page, because it gives other coaches an idea, especially newer coaches or even seasoned coaches that are trying to think of what else can I say, or type thing. So that's why we've been sharing them in the FitFam page. So it just helps you all to think of help with ideas.
Yeah, I'm one of those that needs
I
tools.
love those. I absolutely love those. Anybody else?
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a person that I not work with. It's like a customer of mine at work.
Mm-hmm.
And how do I put it? She wants to sign up. And she reached out to me after I had talked to her about it. She reached out to me and said she wants to be rebuy Shakeology. I guess she bought it one time about 5 years ago, what have you. She said it was the greatest thing ever, wants to get back on it, blah, blah, blah. Point is, she went to go buy it, and then that was it. And she never bought it. So at what point does it get to, I don't want to be too pushy because I know I can get really pushy.
Did you follow up with her at all yet since she said she was going to order?
I sent her a message back and she didn't say anything, but I know she has to come into the restaurant on Friday. So I'm kind of like holding off to wait till she comes in to say something.
Yeah.
I'm, known to pretty much call people out. So I will just tell them, look, what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would wait till Friday when she came in and then just be like, so what happened? Did you lose your Wi-Fi or something? Or,
The other thing you want to make sure is that she switched to you as her coach, because if she buys now, it'll go to the coach she was originally assigned 5 years ago. Because you're indefinitely hooked up with someone till then.
She originally bought it as a customer, so I sent her the discount coach.
You sent it through the app?
Right.
Okay.
So I did it through the app, and I'm waiting for her to do. That's how I could track where she went. It said started, and that was it.
Finish.
But even still, you have to have her switch over to you before it'll come under you. Like, she'll have to contact Beachbody. Unless she does an entire different email address. That's how you get one way to get around that too.
If it allowed you to do it in the app, then you're fine.
Yeah, that's.
She might have given you a different email address than the email address she used before. Because if it went through the app, then you should be okay. But I would definitely follow up with her on Friday, and just That's what I do because I love using the app. I don't know if anybody else on this call or any new coaches know about the Beachbody Coach app that you can use to send orders. You can even use that to send them the free membership and things like that. It is a great follow-up tracking system.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
It shows you who you sent the order to, if they started the order on the next screen, and then the screen after that is once they complete the order. So you don't even have to really harass them, so to speak, of following up. Did you get my email? Did you start the order? Once they started the order, you wait a few days and just be like, okay, I'm just following up. I saw that you started your order, and I just wanted to make sure you didn't have any questions, and maybe that's why you didn't complete. Do you have any questions for me? And then when you see that they completed the order, you can send them a thank you message. I saw you completed your order. I'm super excited, all of that stuff. But it is a really great tracking system. It's a great way to remember who wanted to order what because you've already emailed them their order. So when it's time for you to sit down and do your Beachbody follow-up, you can go into the app, use that for follow-up, and then whatever other system you might use on top of that. But definitely, I'll make sure on Friday, I would ask her and just say, hey, did you have problems, questions? I noticed that you started it, but you didn't finish.
She reached back out to me. Oh, I want the vegan chocolate. I want to get on board again. I want to do this again. All right, fine. Here you go.
Yeah, maybe something as simple as she was just waiting until she wanted to open the email and she saw the price. Maybe she needed to wait till she got money or something.
Maybe. It's kind of one of those things where she's been going to a trainer and spending thousands of dollars with a trainer. And she told me, this is how it all started. She's like, what have you been doing? Da, 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 da. You seem to be working, and I've been doing this now for a year and a half, and I've lost 2 pounds. And
That girl's probably broke.
thousands of dollars with this trainer.
Right, for 2 pounds.
For 2 pounds.
Woohoo! Go trainer.
Well,
And he spent a lot of money getting a degree on it.
Right.
Well, I said, well, what are you doing? And she told me what she was doing, and she said, well, I explained I'm doing Shakeology and da-da-da. She goes, oh my God, the last time I did Shakeology is the last time I actually lost weight. I said, well, wouldn't that tell you to go back and do it again?
And what does that say?
She's like, well, I guess let me think about it, And then 2 days later, she sent me a message saying, what do I do? I want to go ahead and do it again. So,
yeah.
What was I going to tell you? I'm going to post the team page on Facebook, the link to Active Life Chef page on Instagram.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's the app called for the Beachbody?
It's in the back office, and I will tell you exactly what they call it. There's a link. I could post the link for you too. I can go in right now.
I have a couple of apps, but I don't know if I have the one where I can actually see if
it's coachmobile.teambeachbody.com.
Is that a different one than the one that I've been using for forever?
I'm gonna show you right now. I just pulled it up on my screen for the new coaches that might have no clue what we're talking about, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" Can you guys see my screen? It's blue, white, and orange. Okay, This is the app. So
Nicole, that's what you use.
This is what I use to send my orders. Yeah. So Nicole, I think this is the same thing that you're using. But if you look down here at the bottom, you could check the status. So all the orders sent. Here's all the orders started. And then here's all the orders completed.
I didn't know that.
So you use this as a follow-up tool. And then if for some reason they're like, oh, well, I want a different flavor. And you're like, crap, how do I edit it? At the top right, there's an edit button right here. If you click edit, you click here, you can delete that order and resend them a whole new order.
Wow.
So this is how I send whenever I speak to anybody and they want to order. I'm like, okay, just all I need is your email address, what flavor shakes you want, or if you want me to start you on a pack that has a few flavors so you can test them out and see what one you want. And then you just send it. You click yes, always click yes. You put their information in, do coach or customer. It's super easy. You pick here. I'll make one up just to show you.
Is this an actual app or is it on a website?
It's on Safari, but what I did was I set it on my home screen, so it actually made an app on my home screen, and then every time I do it, it just takes me basically to Safari. Okay. So this is the first screen that you get. You put in their name. I'm just typing whatever. and you do shop now. Here's for a challenge pack. If you do all in here for challenge pack, if they don't want a challenge pack and they just want Shakeology, you do skip challenge pack purchase. And then you pick what they want. If they just want a free membership, it's already there. You just click add to cart and it sends it to them. If they want a challenge pack, you pick the product that they want. So say, okay, they're going to get 21-day fix and they want chocolate bag. It's that simple. In 2 minutes, they have their order. You add to cart, you click submit, and it sends them to their email. Super easy. And you just let them know that the email comes from Team Beachbody. So you can say, okay, I sent you your order. You'll see it in your email coming from Team Beachbody. That's the order from me based on everything we discussed. So that way, exactly what you wanted to order, you'll know that you're getting what we talked about. That's how I set all my orders.
I had no idea about the status thing.
Yeah, that's how I keep track with all my follow-up and stuff. It's easier than writing down, okay, I talked to this person and I sent them 21-day fix. This person, I sent them this. It makes it a lot easier to be able to follow up. And you can just print it. You can go to the screen and print it. That way you can take notes on the dates that you followed up with them.
Right.
Robin, it's not an app that you find in iTunes.
No, you have to go to coachmobile.teambeachbody.com on your phone.
Right.
And then when you're in Safari, you know how you can make it like a little app on your home screen from Safari?
I went to the page in Safari, but it's just a white screen. And then it says Coach Mobile app really, really little, like right in the corner. Like it didn't pull up what you pulled up.
You typed in Coach Mobile at teambeachbody.com?
coachmobile.teambeachbody.com.
That's weird. Because, yeah, I just did it on my phone. It pulls it up like this. And then I know for iPhones, if you press this on the bottom, that's how you can make it on your home screen. And then pull it here and put it on your home screen. If you have Android, I believe it's like a few like dots or lines. You press that to put it on your home screen.
But,
I'm having the same issue, Robin. It's not just you.
Yeah, so it could
I've done it
be.
in Chrome and I've done it in Safari, and they're both doing the same thing that yours doing. Maybe it's just not working so well right now.
Yeah, it could, and that does happen. That's one thing with it, that it does go in and out. It doesn't work consistently all the time. There's sometimes you'll go into it, you have to get out and go back in. So that does happen. But I'll post the link in the team page if you guys want me to for it. It might be easier just to kind of click the link and maybe it'll take you right to it. So I can do that for you.
I've never made like a link on my home screen before because of something. I did it and then I clicked on it and it came up this time.
There you go.
There you go.
I learned something. Thanks.
Yep. Does anybody else have any other questions before we end the call?
I actually just thought of something to register tomorrow for Summit. Do you guys have your codes to register if you haven't registered already? Is your code just all numbers or do you have letters in it too?
All numbers.
It's your registration confirmation
number.
right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just want-
you'll need your confirmation number and your coach ID.
Oh, I didn't even know you had to have the confirmation number.
Yeah. But I got an email and I just wanted to make sure I was looking at the right things.
When did you get that email? Because I feel like I don't get half my
weeks
email.
ago. It was weeks
Oh,
ago.
okay.
I got mine on April 4th, Sarah.
Yeah,
Okay.
April 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago, and they sent it saying, make sure you have this confirmation number to register.
Yeah. So just go back in your email and search it. I always just search Summit and everything that says Summit and it pulls up.
Yay, I'm so glad I talked about that app because everyone's saying that they got it and downloaded it. That's awesome. Yay. You guys will like that. It's a really great follow-up tool. And it's an easier way to give them their order as opposed to go on my website, click here, click here, click here, and then and then you don't even know if they're ordering the right thing. At least you know you're sending them exactly what you talked to them about, and it makes it a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
A lot easier for you for follow-up and for them to click the order, because trust me, if you give them too many steps, they're not going to want to order because they have to go through too many hoops just to get what they want. It's easier because in the email when it comes, it says click here to finish your order, and you just click the words and it takes them to the screen. They fill out all their information and they put their credit card. It takes them 2 seconds. So it works perfectly. But I'll post the link for you guys just in case anybody couldn't find it, or for the people that weren't on the call, I could post it for them.
Oh, and I just want to say one more thing. I don't know, Al, if you're still on the call, but if you want to message me privately, because I also do personal training on the side, and I know kind of that area of fitness world, and it's really messy. But if you want to message me personally, I can talk to you more about it and maybe the situation you were describing. And I too was about a year ago working with a trainer and spent a shit ton of money. So I can talk to you in more depth if you want to, but we don't have to talk about it on the call.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I didn't send me a message because I can't even see who's talking right now.
It's Rachel.
It's Rachel.
Okay.
There she
There
is.
she is. He's like, there's a ghost speaking to me right now.
There was nobody on there.
There she is.
All right, yeah, that works.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Anybody else have any questions for me? Or any concerns or anything you're having a hard time with? Okay, cool. All right, guys. I'm going to end it. I'll post the link for their call for the recording tonight so you guys can share with your teams, and then I'll also post the app link. And Sarah, I'll find that video for you and I'll send it to you just in case you need, like a step-by-step for adding your like page.
I already did it. Thanks.
Okay, perfect. You're on the ball.
Multitasking.
Getting in the driver's seat. That's what I'm talking about.
If I don't do it when I'm thinking about it, I forget.
I'm the
So
same way. Either that or I have to put it right in my phone for like an hour later if I don't have time at that moment.
right.
I have to do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on the call.
Thanks, Tanya.
Thanks, Tanya.
Awesome call, girl.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.